Welcome back to the Nerf Report. We have a great show lined up for you this week. Call of Duty gets turned up to 11 as some of the greatest 80s action heroes invade the game. Tencent shows off their plans for a brand new cloud gaming controller, and according to brand new reports, Netflix might be getting into the old video game business. All of this and much more on this week's episode of the Nerf Report.
Are you listening?
Welcome back to the Nerf Report. My name is Bryant, and what a crazy week it has been for gamers. Blizzard showed off a first look at Overwatch 2's upcoming PvP modes. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is getting 2 DLC expansions, and Ampere Analysis revealed that in the first quarter of 2021, Nintendo sold nearly double the amount of units as the Xbox Series X and S and PS5 combined. But quite possibly one of the biggest stories from this week was Call of Duty getting some new content. That's right, this week Call of Duty Warzone, Black Ops Cold War, and Call of Duty Mobile received a massive update called 80s Action Heroes, which brings the likes of First Blood's Rambo and Die Hard's John McClane to the game. Which is kind of an interesting move for Call of Duty, because both of these movies are nearly 40 years old, and a good portion of Call of Duty's player base weren't even born yet. I mean, this is cool and everything, but Call of Duty totally missed out on targeting the correct demographic for these skins.
Tired of hearing, "Okay, boomer"? Well, teach those punks a lesson by blowing them out of existence with the help of Rambo and John McClane.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
How's this for boomer? Call of Duty 80s Action Heroes. Buy it now, because unlike Gen Z, you don't have to ask your mommy for permission.
Also this week, Tencent, the company that seems to own everybody. In fact, Tencent has invested in companies like Epic Games, Bluehole, Ubisoft, Activision Blizzard, Grinding Gear Games, Supercell Games, Platinum Games, Paradox Interactive, Funcom, and Discord. I mean, hell, at this point, we might be owned by Tencent. Well, this week, some of Tencent's plans for cloud gaming appeared online. More specifically, Tencent's plans for a cloud gaming controller, with industry analyst Daniel Ahmad sharing a first look at the Tencent controller, which includes interchangeable faceplates for traditional gaming styles and mobile gaming experiences. And you know, I've got to admit, it's kind of cool to see a mobile controller layout on a physical controller. Like, a ton of people use this format while playing games like Call of Duty or Garena Free Fire. Which, if you're able to play like that, I mean, hell, more power to you. I always found it super hard to use, and I always felt like it was kind of weird. But the fact is, according to Daniel Ahmad, over 700 million gamers in China play on mobile, which is huge compared to the 100 million PlayStation 4 consoles sold worldwide. Wait a minute, if there are 600 million people playing with mobile layout and I'm over here playing with dual sticks, maybe I'm the weirdo. And finally, for this week's show, let's talk about Netflix. You know, ever since the recent increase in popularity from cloud gaming and subscription services, it seems like everyone in the gaming industry seems to be wondering who will be the Netflix of gaming. Well, get ready, because like a drunk redneck American on YouTube, Netflix just showed up to the party like, hold my beer. That's right. According to a new report from The Information, Netflix is currently looking for a veteran game industry executive to assist in the company's expansion into the video game space. The report continues by saying that Netflix is working on a bundle-type service similar to Apple Arcade or Xbox Game Pass, where for a monthly fee, users would have access to hundreds of titles to play across the service. And in all honesty, I mean, this is a no-brainer for Netflix. I mean, they have the infrastructure to stream movies, why not stream video games? Plus, Netflix is no stranger to video games. Netflix produced the Stranger Things video game, and they still have the Telltale Minecraft story mode on the service, which is a video game that you can actually play on Netflix. But the company has also had other versions of interactive entertainment, such as Black Mirror Bandersnatch, and a choose-your-own-adventure style episode of Kimmy Schmidt. But for the most part, the interactive entertainment side of the business, requires you to pick an option and then you progress. With Netflix expanding into video games, What will we see for a controller? Will Netflix make a Wi-Fi smart controller like Google, which connects to the Wi-Fi and communicates directly to the Netflix servers, then transmitting gameplay back to the TV? Or will they just allow users to connect any Bluetooth controller to their TV dongle and play games that way? I mean, obviously, the Bluetooth option would probably be the easiest, but I just hope they don't go out and make some weird controller that just ends up looking goofy. Like Steam is a video game distribution platform, and somehow the Steam controller got through multiple stages of approval where someone at Valve was like, yep, that's the controller that gamers are gonna want. And you know, as far as what games we're going to see on Netflix's platform, obviously it's too early to say, but judging by the comparison to Apple Arcade, I think it's fair to say that we're going to see super casual, family-friendly experiences be the first games to arrive on the platform. But with Netflix also being home to shows like The Witcher, Resident Evil anime, Transformer anime, and other gaming IP, I wouldn't be surprised if Netflix tried to tie you in by saying, hey, you just finished watching The Witcher, you want to try the video game? And here's the thing, much like the conversation that we've been having around Amazon Luna and Amazon Prime, a ton of people already have Netflix subscriptions. So for a developer looking at bringing their game to Netflix, it's kind of a no-brainer. For example, the latest estimate says that Netflix has over 207 million subscribers, with the largest portion of those subscribers being in the United States and Canada, totaling over 74 million subscribers. So if Netflix decides to bring games to all of those subscribers, that is a massive potential player base for any developer. And I think the thing that excites me the most about Netflix getting into video games is it opens up more opportunities for gaming intellectual property. Like I said it in the beginning, and I will continue to say it, I love Outcasters. I think that the game is fun, it's exciting, and it's a great multiplayer game. So now that Netflix is getting involved in video games, we could potentially see a day where a game like Outcasters ends up getting an animated series based off the video game as well. And flip that around, we could also see a day where Netflix shows like Ozark, Glow, BoJack Horseman, or even the Umbrella Academy receive games to go along with these shows, creating this really radical, awesome ecosystem of creativity that I absolutely love. But then we have the other question that needs to be asked. With all of these new companies entering into the gaming space, you know, what does that mean for the current big three? Like Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo have always been the kings of gaming, but for the first time in a very long time, they now have competitors with serious cash like Amazon, Google, Walmart, and now Netflix, all wanting to enter into the gaming space. It's going to be extremely interesting to see who the new kings of gaming are going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. Well, that's going to wrap up this week's episode of the Nerf Report. Thank you again so much for watching, and a special thank you to all of the Nerf Report best friends who make content just like this possible. Until next time, my name is Brian Chappell, and this, well, the sign says it's the Nerf Report, so it must be. Thanks for watching. Hey, thanks again for checking out our channel. If you like what you saw and you want to see more content just like it, which who wouldn't, hit the subscribe button right there. And while you're down there, hit the like button. Maybe even consider becoming a Nerf Report best friend, just like the people listed down below did. In fact, don't you want to see your name there? I know I do.